Cemetero Maths, Pythagorean Theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b make the right angle, c is the hypotenuse. So let's say b is 11 and a is 9 feet, that is. What is c? We have 9 squared plus 11 squared equals c squared. This is 81 plus 121 equals c squared. This is 202 equals c squared, square root of both. C equals the square root of 202, which is 202 square root 14.21. 14.21 feet, because we're cementeros, make this into feet and inches. 14 feet, 21, that's 3 minus a half, 2 1/2 inches. So for this to be square, side C would have to be 14 feet and 2 1/2 inches. That is how you solve for that. But let's say you don't want to solve for the hypotenuse, you want to solve for A or B. Let's say A is 8 feet and side C is 13 feet. How do you solve for A? We have A squared plus 8 squared equals 13 squared. So we have 8 squared plus 64 equals 169. A squared minus 64 from both sides. A squared equals 105. Square root of both. We have A equals a square root of 105, which equals 105 square root 10.25. So the square root of 105 is 10.25 feet, and we're going to turn this into 10 feet and 3 inches because we're cementeros. So for this triangle to have a square angle right here, we need A to be 10 feet and 3 inches. And that's how we solve for that. There are also some perfect squares. For example, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 squared, which is 9, plus 4 squared is 16, plus 5 squared equals 25. So 9 plus 16 equals 25. 25 does equal 25. So there are some perfect triangles or perfect squares like 3, 4, 5 where you don't have to do any square root calculations, but it's easier to just do the square root calculation in my opinion and convert the decimal feet into inches. And that's how we can make square angles anywhere with any measurements.